The next topic, or one of the most important topics of second module, is Quinn-McCluskey method. Quinn-McCluskey, or you can also call it QM method, short form of Quinn-McCluskey, and or tabulation method, tabular method. A lot of names are there for this particular method. Okay, Quinn-McCluskey, QM method, tabular method, tabulation method. Okay. And why such a method for solving expressions? We know that we have learned Carnot map, how to solve Carnot maps, how to how to perform the tabulation and how we solved it. It is clear to you right now. So the thing we need to keep in mind is that we learned till 5 variable K maps, and our syllabus is not saying that we need to. I mean, the syllabus is saying that we need to learn till variable 5 variable K maps. Okay, 6 is not meant to be studied. Okay, for the time being. So the concept is almost clear to you because it's a bit complex. In fact, 6 variable K map. 2 raised to 6 means 64. So definitely we need to have 4 boxes. Okay, 16 boxes, 16 sub boxes each, so 4 boxes. So it's going to be a bit complex, but for the time being our focus will be till 5 variable K maps, and we have discussed it and it's clear to you right now, I believe so. Okay, so till 6 it's possible to solve an expression using K map, but beyond that it's going to be difficult. There are actually, when K map is used to for solving maximum 6 variable. Okay, so if the number of variables are more than 6, we need to have a systematic method of solving the expressions, and QM method or Quinn-McCluskey method is such a method. Okay, a systematic method for solving the expressions. Okay, questions, Quinn-McCluskey method, QM method, tabulation method, tabular method, any type of questions can be asked, and obtain the minimal expression for f is equal to sigma m 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 15. Okay, it's a bit complex question. It can be complex, but it's interesting. Usually for our syllabus, for our K2 syllabus, question paper, it's a 9-mark question, and one of the most what we call the important topics in module 2. Okay, so I would like to teach this particular topic in different sets. Okay, so that it will be clear. Otherwise, solving this all of a sudden, showing it in one video, it can be a bit complex. So I would like to express this, teach these topics in different sets so that it will be clear to you. Okay, this was the introduction. I think you have noted the question as well. Okay, this is how we start doing these problems. Okay, the question was given to you, and we were given a set of min terms. Okay, so the min terms and their corresponding binary numbers are written. That's the first step. Okay, only the min terms and its corresponding binary representation is written. Okay, next we need to form a table with title, index, min term and binary. Index, min term and binary. And the index usually starts from 0. Okay, that is, we group values which contains just 1, 1. Okay, please look how to write the table. Okay, values or the minterms that contains only 1 in that particular binary set. Okay, we have, so index starting from 1, so in 1 we have 0 0 0 1, 1 we have a single 1. In 2 also we have 0 0 1 0, right? So we have a single 1. So the binary will be 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0. In 3 we have 2 ones, in 5 we have 2 ones, 6, 7 and 8 we have 1 0 0 0. Rest of the cases we have more than 1 1 in that particular set. So that's the first index. Second one, so 1 is taken, 2 is taken and 8 is taken. We go for 2 ones, okay, again. We have 3 here, which means we have 0 0 1 1. We take it or we put another mark. In 5 we have 0 1 0 1. In 6 we have 0 1 1 0. In 7 we have 3 ones, so don't go for it. In 9 we have 1 0 0 1. Okay. In 12 we have 1 1 0 0. In 13 we have 3 zeros, so in 15 we have 4 1, so that's the second group. So we covered 5 6 9 and 12. Remaining is 3 ones each. Okay, case we have 7 here, 0 1 1 1. Okay, then 13 we have 1 1 0 1. Okay, and that set is over. Next one is 15, 4 ones, so 1 1 1 1. Clear? How we form the index, how we form the minterms, and how we grouped this. Please. Hope you understood till there. Okay. Now we are going to continue from that particular position. Okay. Okay. Next step is pairs and corresponding variables. Okay. We take with 2 sets each. Okay. Pairs means we take from here, we compare 2 sets. Okay. We compare 2 sets. One is compared with the second one. 2 is compared with third case, third with fourth, likewise. And also remember, we need to avoid redundancy, that is repetition. Repetition of pairs also. Okay. Okay, this is the pair and we are going to start. Okay. First pair is compare 1 with 3. See, 0 0 0 1, 0 0 1 1. Just this is the part which has the change. Got it? Third bit. So what we do is, the pair formed is 1 3 and we write it as 0 0 dash 1. Compare 1 with 5. 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 1 with 5. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 0, 1. This is the bit position which has opposite values. Got it? So we take 1, 5 and we write it as 0 dash 0, 1. Compare 1 with 6. We have 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, sorry, 0, 0, 0, 1 and here we have 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. You know, there is change in more than one bit, so we avoid that. We go for 1 and 9. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1. Change in the first bit only. So we write 1, 9 as dash 0, 0, 1. And 1 with compared with 12 yields a result. Note it's a different case, that is changes in more than one bit, so that is cancelled. When the set of 1 with other cases are finished, go for 2. 2 is compared with 3. 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 1, 1. Change in fourth bit, so we write it as 2, 3 as 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 dash. 2 is compared with 5. Changes in more than one bits. 2 is compared with 6. Yeah. 2 is compared with 6 means 2 is when 2 is compared with 5, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 0, 1. So changes in more than one bits. 2 and 6 is compared. So we have 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So we have change in the second case. So we write it as 2, 6 and 0 dash 1, 0. Okay. Compare this 2 with 9. Lot of changes. 2 with 12. Changes in more than one bit. So operation with 2 is over. 8 is compared with 3. Okay. We can't use it because changes in more than one bit. 8 is compared with 5. 8 is compared with 6. 8 is compared with 9. When 8 is compared with 9, 1, 0, 0, 0 and 1, 0, 0, 1. Change in this bit. So we take 8 and 9 and we write 1, 0, 0 dash. 8 is compared with 12. Okay. When 8 is compared with 12, 1, 0, 0, 0 and 1, 1, 0, 0. Second bit change only in one bit. So we write it as 8, 12 and 1 dash 0, 0. Every set is over and this is what happened when we compare this with this case. Next operation is comparing this one with this one. Okay, so start with 3. 3 is compared with 7. 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Second bit. We write it as 3, 7 and we write 0 dash 1, 1. 3 is compared with 13. More than one change. 5 is compared with 7. When 5 is compared with 7, we have 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 1, 1. So, this bit position, this one bit change. So, we have 5 and 7 and we write it as 0, 1, dash 1. Compare this with 13. 5 with 13. 5 is 0, 1, 0, 1. 13 is 1, 1, 0, 1. So, yeah, again we can compare. 5 with 13 can be taken. Only one bit change. Where is the change? 0, 1, 0, 1. So 1, 1, 0, 1. Here is the change. So we put it as dash 1, 0, 1. Okay, clear? 6 is compared with 7. 6 is compared with 7 means it's a possible connection. 6 is compared with 7. 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Here is the change. So 0, 1, 1 dash. 6 is compared with 13. Big change. More than one change. Okay, let's continue. 6 is compared with 7, so we understand that there is a 1 bit change here in this bit position. Okay, in this bit position, so we gave it 0, 1, 1 dash. 6 is compared with now 13, so 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. You know there is more than 1 bit change, so we discard it. Next thing is we compare 9 with 7, more than 1 bit change. Okay, remember after each change, remove that symbol. Okay, then 9 is compared with 13. 9 compared with 13 means there is a 1 bit change in the second position. So we write 9 and 13. Okay, so we write it as 1 dash 0, 1. 1 dash 0, 1. Okay, and after that 12 is compared with 7, 12 is compared with 13, no change. Then what we do is that's the end of that particular set. Please check it. Okay, sorry, there is one more thing remaining. It's 12 compared with 9 is compared with 13. Okay, 12 is compared with 7, more than one change, and 12 is compared with 13, 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0, 0 and 1, 1, 0, 1. So there is a change in this bit. Okay, I missed it. 12 and 13. So we get the result as 1, 1, 0 dash. I think it's clear. Okay, then compare this set with the other one. 7 is compared with 15. 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Change in the first bit, just one bit change. So we put this as 7, 15 and we write this as dash 1, 1, 1. Only change in the first bit, dash 1, 1, 1. 13 is compared with 15. Now we have 13 compared with 15 means 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 1, 1. Change in the third bit. Okay, from left side I am telling. Okay, so we have 1, 1 dash 1. 1, 1 dash 1. No more comparisons. That's the end of pairs. Please. I think the set of pairs that we formed from in the previous step is clear to you. So next thing we need to do is find the quads. What we did is earlier we compared we had a set of indices and also the corresponding values, and then we compared the values and found one bit change. Okay, The same will be there in the next step. That is, after finding pairs, we find the quads. Quads, as you know, it's a group of 4 bits. So how can we find quads? Just the same process that we learned earlier. Okay, compare this set with this set with the other one. Okay, this is how we find quads. The step will be clear when we proceed. Okay, and remember, while comparison, see, we have 1, 3. This is compared with the next set. So 1, 3, 3, 7. In such cases, we can directly avoid such values. You know why? 1, 3, 3, 7. When redundant values are there, what we understand from that is we can avoid that. Okay, I will give you an example directly. 1, 3, 3, 7. Okay, 0, 0, dash 1 and 0, dash 1, 1. We need to check for values where the dash has the same position. That's the important thing to note. Okay, go for the values where we have dash in the same position. You know, here we have dash in from left is the third position, here it's the second position. That's why I told you, when there are redundant values 1, 3, 3, 7, just avoid it. That is repetition of values. Okay, next is 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3 and 5, 7. 0, 0, dash 1 and 0, 1, dash 1. See, 0, 0, dash 1, 0, 1, dash 1. What we understand is there is a redundancy in this part. So, sorry, not redundancy. There is a 1 bit change in this part. That is 0 and 1. Hope you got it. So what we need to do is we need to write 1, 3, 5, 7, and the corresponding value will be 0, dash, dash, 1. Got it? Okay. Let's continue. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. And after that, compare 1, 3 and 5, 13. 1, 3, remove this marks. Okay. 1, 3 and 5, 13. Is it possible? No. Position is not the same. Leave it. 1, 3 and 6, 7. Not possible. 1, 3, 9, 13. Not possible. 1, 3 and 12, 13. Not possible. Let me check. Yeah, it's true. So the comparison with 1, 3 is over. So what we do is we go for 1, 5. Okay, 1, 5 is compared with 3, 7. 1, 5 is compared with 3, 7. 0, dash 1, 1, 0, dash 0, 0, 1. But please understand that 1, 5, 3, 7 is already rearranged and written in the previous case as 1, 3, 5, 7. So we will get a redundant case there also. So avoid that. Hope you got it. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7 is already added in the previous step. Here we have a 1, 5, 3, 7. That forms 0, dash 0, 1 and 0, dash 1, 1. So we will get a 0, dash, dash 1, which is the same result that we got earlier. So avoid that too. 1, 5 is compared with 5, 7. In such cases, as I told, 5 is repeating, so just avoid it. 1, 5, 5, 13 is not taken. 1, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7 position is not there. Next we go for 1, 5, 9, 13. 1, 5, 9, 13. Yeah, dash in the same position. Only one bit change, that is this case and this case. So we can write 1, 5, 9, 13 as dash dash 0, 1. Dash dash 0, 1. Okay, what's the next step? 1, 5 is compared with 12, 13. No, not possible. 1, 9 is compared with 3, 7. Not possible. 1, 9 compared with 5, 7. No. No, first position is the thing we need to consider. 1, 9 is compared with 5, 13. Yeah, in the first bit position. But we need to understand that 1, 5, 9, 13 is already used, so avoid redundancy. So what we do is we forget about that. Okay. Next thing is 1, 9 compared with 6, 7, 1, 9 compared with 9, 13, 1, 9 compared with 12, 13. Avoid all such cases. Next one, 2, 3 compared with 3, 7. Avoid that. Repetition. Then check for the case where we have 2, 3, 6, 7 is possible because we have the dash in the same bit position. Okay. So this is a possibility. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. And 0, 0, 1 dash. 0, 1, 1 dash. Where is the change? Here is the change. So what we do is 0 dash 1 dash. 0 dash 1 0 dash 1 dash 2 3 6 7. Okay. Similarly 2 3 9 13. Is it possible? Is it possible 2 3? No. 2 3 12 13? Not possible. Okay. Now 2 6 3 7. 2 6 3 7 is already used as 2 3 6 7. Okay. Avoid that. Now 2 3 3 7 is already used. 2 3 5 7 cannot be used. Bit position is different. Now we check for 2 6 9 13. 2 6 9 13. Is it possible? No. 2 6 9 13. More than one change. See? Yeah. More than one change, so we can't use it. Now 2 6 12 13, not possible. 8 9 3 7, no. Come look for values where there is one bit change. 8 9 6 7 also is not possible. Okay, we go for we compare rest of the values. 8 9 12 13. Is it possible? Yeah, there is a bit position in this particular 8 9 9 13 is not possible. No. 8 9 12 13. 8 9 12 13. We look for it. Yeah, there is a change in one bit position, so it's 8 9 12 13 can be taken. We write it as 1 dash 0 dash, right? Yeah, dash. Now next one is 8 12. 8 12 compared with this one, there are a lot more than one bit change. Rest of the cases when we compare, there is a possibility. 8 12 9 13. We already took 8 9 12 13. So 8 12 9 13 cannot be taken. Okay. Rest is 8 12 12 13. Repetition of similar values avoided. Compare this with this case. Okay. 3 7 with 7 15, not possible. With 13 15, not possible. 5 7 compared with 7 15, we can't take it. 5 7 and 13 15. 5 7, one bit change. We write 5 7 13 15. Where is the change? Dash 1 dash 1. Okay. Next one is 5 7 with 7. Okay, it's over. 5 13 with 7 15. 5 13 7 15. Same as 5 7 13 15. Remove it. It can't be taken. Okay. Next is 6 7. 6 7 7 15, not possible. 6 7 13 15. 6 7 13 15, not possible. 9 3 7 15, not possible. 9 13 13 15, not possible because repetition. Okay. Next is 12 13. 12 13 7 15. not possible. Different position for dash. Next is 12, 13, 13, 15, not possible because of redundancy. Please check these values. Let me check the values. The answer. Is it correct or not? 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 5, 9, 13, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, and 5, 13, 7. Yeah, 5, 13. Yes, it's correct. Please go through. Okay. Next, what we do is give a name for this particular set that we formed. Okay. For example, I'm going to give the name PQRST. You can give any names. Okay, but just okay a name. And I have already written A, B, C, D on the top. So P, and we have A, B, C, D. P will be, see, dash 1, dash 1. So B is positive, that is dash 1, dash 1. So we get the result B, D, positive. Q is 1, dash 0, dash. So we can write it as A, C bar. R can be written as 0, dash 1, dash. So this is equal to A bar C. S is dash dash 0, 1 is equal to C bar D. I think you understood, okay? How we got these values? 0, 1, 1, 1. 0 has A as the value, negative 0, so it will be A bar, and D is, but remember this is not the final answer. So I will do one thing, I will avoid these cases, okay? We have a small work to be done before we finish. BD, AC bar, A bar C, C bar D, and A bar D. Next is constructing the prime implicant chart, okay? Prime implicant chart. How to construct the, here we focus on essential prime implicants, that is, there should be, earlier we discussed that there should be a one value that is not covered by any other prime implicants, okay? So, look at PQRST, look P, okay? Value 5 is covered by more than one cases, 7 is covered, 13 is covered, but 15, let me check, yeah, 15 is covered by only P. So P is an essential prime implicant, so I put a star there. Look for Q. 8, yeah, initially 8 is not covered by any other one, so we should say that essential prime implicant. Look for 9, 12, 13, yeah, it is also essential prime implicant as 8 is covered only by Q. Look for R. 2, 3, 2. Look for 2. Please check here. Here 2 is covered only by R. And before that, and about the prime implicant chart, here we have PIs, that or prime implicants or min terms, and only those numbers in the question paper or the question is marked here. And what we did is 5, 7, 13, 15. Yeah, look here, 5, 7, 13, 15. 8, 9, 12, 13. 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 5, 9, 13. 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7. That's all. Okay. It's easy. Then check for other cases. Okay. When we look at these values, look at the question also. Okay. when we say that P is a prime implicant, we say that it covers 5, 7, 13 and 15. When we say Q is a prime implicant, we say 8, 9, 12, 13 is covered. When we say R is a essential prime implicant, okay, essential prime implicant, we say 2, 3, 6, 7 is covered. Thus we got the essential prime implicant. But when we write the answer, we need to note that there should be all the values in the question paper or the question should be covered. All the min terms in the question must be covered. When we say take these values 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 15, we should think that a term is missing from the question paper in this particular chart. Okay, that's 1. Okay, rest all these values, say 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 15 is covered, but the one value is not covered. The one value is covered only by, is covered both by S and T. Okay, S and T. So we find the prime implicant if it also covers this value 1 also. Okay, then say for example if we had a 1 here, it covers, so there won't be any other cases. Okay, but here we got that all the values are covered, but S is not covered. 1 is not covered. Here we have 1 here, 1 is not covered. So we write the final answer as just, we can write this as P plus Q plus R plus S, or the answer is P plus Q plus R plus T. P, Q and R are essential prime implicants and they are integral part of the answer. But look at the question also, if there is any value missing and if that value is covered, okay, then we should say that value should also be covered, but here S and T covered that particular value, that is 1. So we should say that the answer is, we can write as P plus Q plus R plus S or P plus Q plus R plus T. And the final answer is BD plus A, C bar plus A bar C plus C bar D. These values we obtained from the table itself. Okay, or we can write the answer as BD plus AC bar plus A bar C plus A bar D. This is the answer, or this can be the answer. 2 answers for this particular question. Don't expect that every question has 2 answers, okay? But there are chances we can write in both these cases. Okay, so first what we did is we go for the essential prime implicant, that is the values that are not covered by any others. Here 2 was special for this case. Here 8 was the only case. Here 15 was the case covered by P. Thus, we say that P, Q and R are essential prime implicants that are integral part of our answer. But when we look at these, when we get that this is an essential prime implicant, we also cover whether any other values, or we check for other values also. Say 3, 6, 7. Here 9, 12, 13. Here 5, 7, 13. We check all these values are covered or not. They are covered, but one value is remaining, that is 1. That is in the question, that value was also asked. So check for values that covered 1. Here we have S and T, so we made it as option. But this should be, for example, if we say, for example, if 1 was, say for example, okay, this is if we covered 1 also here, okay, then there say 1 here, okay, then what we do is, as 1 is also covered, we can wind up the answer by writing till here, P plus Q plus R. But here there was no 1. So what we did is, we need to find the values that covered 1. Okay, this is the final answer.